Very, very important novel just come out in this current batch of nominees of serious books. And it's a book about the big event of recent times, and the book about the big crisis of human consciousness in recent times. It's a book about 9/11 that really gets into your head, because it gets into the head of a Muslim from Pakistan who has been a big success in America. All the fruits and rewards of America have been showered upon him, and then this thing happens. And where is he? Where does he belong? It's a tricky subject, and it's in the book, and I admire the way it's handled. And it's my great privilege to present the Southbank Show Award for Literature to Mohsin Hamid. It's a good book.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is by far the coolest prize I think any novelist can ever expect to hold. It looks fantastic. In a sense of, I think, what unites us all, my book is about a Muslim man who's living in New York at the time of September 11th, but I think there's something common in human nature. And I think the proof of that is, as Westlife performed, I, like many of you, fantasized about walking up onto the stage and accepting an award. And so I was sitting there thinking of a little video in which I walked up and held one of these things. And so I have it in my hands now. Thank you very much for giving this to me.
September has always seemed to me a month of beginnings, a spring of sorts, possibly because it marks the commencement of the academic year. I was diving into my life in New York in September, full of optimism at what was to come. One evening, I was walking with Erica through Union Square, and we saw a firefly. "Look," she said, amazed. "It's trying to compete with the buildings." Indeed, it was. A tiny greenish glow, visible up close, but overwhelmed by the city's luminance when viewed from even a modest distance. We watched as it crossed 14th Street, headed south. Erica stood in front of me, her back to my chest, and I placed my arms around her, resting my palms on her belly. It felt an intimate gesture, like that of an expectant father with his pregnant wife, and she leaned against me. I can still recall the movement of her muscles as she breathed. A taxi sped by, and we lost sight of the firefly. "Do you think he made it?" she asked me. "I have no idea," I said, "but I hope so."